Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Sydney vs Carlton round 11 game to start the round. These will probably be relatively quicker reviews from now on, as there isn't much to talk about like rookies related. There isn't many rookies that are really outstanding, and the sort of mid prices have gone up to premiums or have stalled out and not really an option. And so it's really talking about who went well for the premiums and any potential injuries, like we saw with Carlton had, I think, 4 or so injuries. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Lloyd was the outstanding player, 1, 2, 3, and I've really liked the way he's playing at the moment. For fantasy related stuff, I still don't like his fit in the Swans system, as he just creates a little bit too much of help defense needed to cover him, because he's a little bit of a defensive liability. But in terms of fantasy, he's playing really well. Huge third quarter, so he might be a type of guy that I want to go for, probably the likes of Young, before him. And I'll probably bring in Brayshaw or a Sarong before him. But certainly with there being Duggan and Day needed to come out like we have here, these two need to come out in round 14, because I'm going to give Duggan the time to be able to get the cash gen rolling. So I'm going to give him 2 rounds. Then I've also got to get rid of, probably, because now we've got Hobbs that I'm going to bring in and play forward. I'm able to hold hold some of these guys. I'm going to be able to hold Sheasel, I think, and or I'm going to be able to trade out Zeeble and hold Sheasel, Taranto, and Taranto English, and maybe trade out Green and Bont as they're more value. But we'll wait and see, because we also have Jackson popping up as well, which could mean that Sheasel goes. But yeah, so Lloyd, I think, is going to be a wait a week. So get him round 14 or 15, as that's when my true defenders go down that I need to trade out, as this position here is probably going to be filled by McPherson, as I get in Hobbs, I think next week, Hobbs, and I'm going to get in Humphrey, so McPherson just filters back, and that means that I have Humphrey and Wardlaw in here, and then Hobbs and McPherson down back here. So my 4 real trouble areas are these 4 areas here, and I'm going to slowly fix them by probably round 17 or so, hopefully, and have 7 or 8 rounds for just 22 premiums. Then you got Blakey, 114, had a really good role, got the matchup that he wanted, especially in the last quarter, and was just able to exploit having bigger pace advantage and massive height advantage. So he had a lot of contested marks, like intercept marks, and I know that's probably a lot better for Supercoach. I wonder what he got in the end. I would say he probably got higher in Supercoach because of that. But he did have a couple of turnovers from memory, just because that's the type of player he is. So maybe it was around even with the 114. Hayward, 106. Not an option, I don't think. Just a really good game from him. He ended up with like 7 marks, 5 tackles or something like that. And yeah, so 1, 2 marks there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so 7 mark. It was a 7-5 game for him, and that's where he got the points needed. Warner's definitely an option, and definitely an option for me to get out of the likes of probably Day. I can get out of, or I can get out of the likes of I'm not going to get rid of any of these guys. Dunkley as well. Here he's going to go back here, or he's going to be off, but so he's going to float back into here, and I can get rid of Rosie for Warner. I think that could be an option as well, as I might go early on Rosie if he doesn't perform well, as I do need to get rid of a lot of guys, and I think Rosie's a guy that I'm definitely getting rid of. It's just a matter of, do I get rid of the forwards or do I get rid of the midfielders, and I'm sort of waiting to the last moment, which will be the round 15 trade outs for that. So I think Rosie has to go earlier, and that'll be round 14, and that'll be for probably Warner, as there's no one good in round 13 that I want that I don't already have, and except for Noah Anderson and Raul. So Raul could become an option for that trade out, but I think it's most likely going to be Warner, as he's gone 108 in his last 3 and 107 in his last 5, I want to say. Warner, McInerney, Goulden was again good, just got to 101, good enough for a non-VC score, but a good just owner score, which was good. Rowbottom 94, Heaney 91, Cunningham 84, Fox, Parker, Hickey, Papley, Wicks, McLean, Campbell, Seawood, just getting to the point where it's just all these other guys that don't really matter. And then we come to McAndrew, and that sort of burnt that plan of getting a playable R3. But it might just be me having to lean on you guys to see who's going to actually play as a R3 sometime soon in the season. So I might just go for a red dot there, rookie, and bank the 270 odd K from Samson Ryan and move on. Then we have Sam Walsh here, 112. Apparently I don't know if he got enough forward time to get forward status. I know that Gawn is within a couple decimals. I think Walsh needed 41% and he got 34%. So I want to say he missed out. Kerno 110, Doherty 108, a good performance from him. These guys just have a horrible buy round for me at the moment, so I'm not going to pick any of them up. I know that I could theoretically pick them up, but that would mean trading out Rosie and some other guys earlier, and then it just turns into absolute, honestly, chaos. It still has the same structure as me getting some other guys, but Hobbs I'm going to get in for a quick cash grab of hopefully 100 or so K, as he's going to have a 35 break even, 606K I think, from some people's expected fancy prices and break evens. So I think he could go 90 back-to-back weeks, and 90 back-to-back weeks would entail probably 100 or so K, and 100 or so K almost bridges the gap between a mid-pricer and a small premium. So that's the type of thing that I want to do for Hobbs, as I'm going to go probably Hobbs. I might have to go a big guy unless I can make up enough cash at the moment to be able to get him Hobbs up to someone, as I have Hobbs and Merritt at the moment. I will be having Hobbs and Merritt at the end of the round here for the next round. So Doherty, Wiedering, Cottrell, McGovern, Kemp, and Shearer. Shearer's suspended as well. He's not going to get off that. Kemp's 79. I just wouldn't go for him, as he did have a 30 odd game or whatever. Akers, Pitnet, Cripps. Cripps is injured. He's likely going to be out. Kennedy could potentially be out, but it doesn't look like he's going to be out with an injury. Sard, Motlop, Akerno didn't get suspended. Almost got suspended in the first minute that he played. Boyd, De Koning, always. Mackay should honestly get dropped. He's that bad at the moment. Hollands is injured, so he's an out as well. Luckily that I didn't cop him, as he's going to lose 30 odd K now, get down to 480K, and is a necessary trade out now, even though a lot of people need to do some other stuff in terms of buy structure. Durden, Nick Newman, I believe, is out as well. He's out, and Hewitt is in concussion protocol, so he's out as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 with Kennedy, but Cripps is definitely a 4th guy. Cripps has just been terrible, to be honest, and he's going to be in the 700K. So I think Cripps could be that guy next year that we get, because Cripps is going to be priced at next year at the moment, given his form, 92, so that's just over 800K, and that's definitely someone you can target, because the Brownlow curse has struck again, and he's not going to win it, obviously, or get anywhere close. So that's the video there, and if I go back to the main screen, so that's the review of the Sydney vs Carlton game, and I will see you guys in another video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.